Well, greetings, brothers and sisters, and welcome to Begin by Praying. I have a powerful message for you today. Stay tuned. A few days ago, I was reading in the book of Matthew, and I had to stop and give some thought to what I was reading. I've had more than a few people ask me how I come up with the topics for these videos. Well, here's one way. I'll just be reading something that I've read many times before, and without warning, the Holy Spirit just smacks me upside the head with some insight that I'd never considered. And here's a good example of that. This is in Matthew chapter 8, verses 14 and 15. Now, when Jesus had come into Peter's house, he saw his wife's mother lying sick with a fever. So he touched her hand, and the fever left her. And she arose and served them. And she arose and served them. Why would she do that? She did that because she has the heart of a servant. She was sick in bed with a fever, and I think we all know what that feels like. It's a miserable state. And Jesus heals her, and her first inclination is to get up and start serving people. So there's a biblical principle here that's easy to overlook. In the book of Mark, there's a story about Jesus' disciples having a conversation with each other, and they're arguing about who's going to be the greatest among them in the kingdom of heaven. Well, they think they're out of earshot of Jesus, but, he's Jesus, so he already knows what they're talking about. And Jesus joins in on the conversation, and he sets these guys straight. Listen to these words in Mark chapter 9. And he sat down, called the 12, and said to them, "If anyone desires to be first, he shall be last of all and servant of all." So here are the disciples arguing with each other about who's going to be God's favorite. And Jesus says to them, hey guys, how about this? How about none of you are going to have a place next to me in the kingdom until you first learn how to serve others? It's a simple concept. Jesus Christ is all about people, serving them and saving them from their sin and every manner of addiction. And listen to the words he says in Matthew chapter 20. Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life a ransom for many. If you want God to use you in a mighty way and promote you in kingdom work, then you have to start seeing people the way he does, and developing a heart humble enough to recognize a need and to meet it. So if you're struggling in this area, ask God to give you a heart for people. There's no telling what he'll do with your life when you start seeing people the way he does. Well, thank you for being here today. I'll be back next week with a brand new message. Until then, keep your eyes on Jesus and not on your troubles. Thank you.